JamalLamont. Hi, my name is JamalLamont, and here are 5 cons or downsides of being a seafarer or ship performer. Number 1, living on the ship can be tiring. Now, some of you may be away from family, friends, normal life. You have to deal with guests. You have to deal with crew members. It's definitely an adjustment, but you will find where your comfort lies once you get adjusted to the ship. So all isn't bad, but be mindful that sometimes it isn't as cracked up as you would like for it to be. Which brings me to number 2. Adjusting to the ship can take some time. I know for me personally, when I got on my first contract, I hated it. Now, I came on the ship with some crew members and we had rehearsals, so I had camaraderie with them and it helped. But I couldn't find my flow, and honestly, I was homesick. I missed normal life and I couldn't deal with the pace of the ship. I just couldn't. It was something I never done before. I didn't have any particular expectations, nor did I have any tips prior to joining this ship. So I didn't like it. But if you give yourself time, you will find a way to like it, or you'll find a way to get through. So be patient with yourself. It's okay if you don't like it in the beginning, but remember why you came on the ship to do what you do, okay? Number 3, seasick. Now, this is not for everybody, but for me, my first week, I was too through, okay? I joined my first contract during the time of hurricane season, which is a few months out of the year. So there's a lot of rocking, there's a lot of jolting, and as a performer, being on stage, it doesn't help. But there are seasickness pills, and over time, you do get used to the movement of the ship. Number 4, I kind of alluded to this a little bit, and it's a part of adjusting to the ship. But you might find that some of the crew members and some of the guests are rude. But I would say for the crew members, give them grace, okay? We all come from different parts of the world. A lot of us do come from the States, maybe less than more. But there are people from all over the world who have different customs, who have different belief systems. Also, depending on which department you are a part of, your demands might be different. So, again, give people grace while demanding your respect and keeping your dignity. People will come around, and once they get to know you and fill you out, it's actually a great experience. But I can say for myself that I had a few rude people, but it's okay because I ended up winning them over, as I generally do. It all depends on your attitude and how you take things at the end of the day. So allow yourself to thicken your skin a bit. And again, I can't stress it enough. Give people grace and give yourself grace. Ship life is a beautiful thing, but it's not like the regular world. You're not living in the regular world setting. You're living on the sea, on a ship. So give yourself grace. Give other people grace. All right? And number 5. The internet isn't always reliable, and this is one thing that I did not like because I wanted to talk to my family when I wanted to talk to my family. I wanted to scroll on Instagram when I wanted to scroll on Instagram. And on top of that, depending on what company that you're joining, it costs. The internet costs. Now, it appears not to be much, but it does add up. So you want to budget and you want to plan accordingly through your days because, again, it adds up. On some spots of the ship, the internet may or may not be good, and that can even be in your cabin. Sometimes being in your cabin, the internet just isn't reliable. I've had a few different situations where the internet from my cabin wasn't good. It was quite spotty, but my last contract, it was just fine in my cabin. So it's okay if it doesn't work. When you go to certain islands, you'll have access to internet. Not all islands, but take advantage of it when you can. And when you can't, it's okay. You'll find other things on the ship that will keep you company or that will be your form of escapism. So don't worry too much. You will have access to the outside world. It just may not be the way that you are accustomed to having it. Alrighty, those are the 5 cons or downsides as to being a seafarer performer or just a crew member on a ship. If you like this content or you want to hear more, please let me know in the comments. Also, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, be blessed and have a good one. Peace.